So hello everybody, welcome to yet another series that I'm looking to begin in this one. I just kind of want to play a little bit of Showdown. I'm not very good, but we're going to be going into some Gen 8 Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl balanced Hackmons, whereas basically you can have, as you can see here, basically any move, any ability, as well as max EVs on your Pokemon. You can get some really interesting sets in here. So just kind of show it off. So first up we have Ho-Oh. This is probably going to be your lead. Its item is Ripen, which doubles the effect of a berry. With the Sitrus berry, which at half health it restores quarter of HP. But with Ripen, it will heal us entirely since it's half HP that we eat it, and we'll get half back. Mainly because we could use Belly Drum. It will maximize our attack stat at the cost of 50% HP. But as long as we outspeed, we will be able to get that off and be able to heal back up to full with no drawback. Then we run Sacred Fire for some stab with 50% chance to burn. As well as Acrobatics, since we're going to be using our Sitrus Berry. It's going to be just a little weaker than Brave Bird and Dragon Ascent, but there's no other drawbacks to the move. And then High Jump Kick, just for some type coverage against whatever we may come across, such as like a Steel type or something we can take out. So I decided to go with a more physical, to boost my physical defense, just in case of like a rock move or something gets thrown at me. I'd have a higher chance of being able to survive it. So next up is Palkia with Leftovers, just for that passive recovery. Simple, which whenever we have our stats raised or lowered, the effect is doubled. So we're running Quiver Dance, which is +1 to special attacks, special defense, and speed. But since it is with simple, it will do it by 2 as opposed to 1. Stored power, which 20%, 20 power for each stat boost we have. Off of a 1 Quiver Dance, that'll give us 40 off of our special attack, another 40 off of special defense, another 40 off of speed, giving us 140 base power, as well as with the starting 20 that we get. For our stab moves, I wanted to just run Spacial Rend and Origin Pulse, just 2 really strong Dragon and Water moves. And modest. Oh no, never mind. I did went with a more special wall to go with the Quiver Dance, just because I don't really feel like we need to boost our special attack any more than it already will. Giratina incarnate form, mostly because I want this kind of be like a defensive cleric. Clear Smog to prevent things such as like what my Ho and Palkia do. Reset their stat changes. Magic Guard to prevent against Stealth Rock, Toxic, stuff like that. I can switch it to that. Defog so I can get rid of hazards. Whirlwind just so I can take out as another way of getting rid of stat changes with Clear Smog. But this one will actually work on Steel types, unlike Clear Smog. Shadow Ball just for a decent stab move that we can use that we already didn't have type coverage for. I also went with Calm Nature on this just so I could have the extra special bulk. Pretty standard, I guess. Magnezone, simple, same kind of set as Palkia in a way, but with Quiver Dance as well with Quiver Dance, but this time with Judgment, holding an Iron Plate to make Judgment a Steel type attack, which will with Stab 1.5 times power will already make it 150 base power Steel type attack, and then the 1.2 times power boosting it even more. Making it just a nuke of a Steel type attack. Be able to take out stuff like Clefairy and stuff, not Clefairy, Clefable, as well as other fairy types, Azumarill, stuff like that, and as well as Togekiss. Be able to bypass that really high special defense. So as a joke, then I went with Arceus since because I wanted to do an imposter set on something, but just in case there was something like Mold Breaker and Neutralizing Gas. Well, actually, no, Neutralizing Gas would be the only thing that we'd have to worry about. But just in case, I threw Moonblast, Clear Smog, Mega Kick, and Explosion. I just went with a serious nature. I didn't want to drop it either my attack or special attack, just so I could be able to switch into whichever type of an attacker. I could go into a physical attacker or a special attacker as opposed to just one of them. And last, I went with Regigigas with Sheer Force, Volt Tackle, Flare Blitz, Meteor Mash, and Icicle Crash, as well as the Life Orb. Sheer Force, 1.3 times power, nullifying the effects of moves with secondary effects. So, Volt Tackle gets the drop because of the 10% paralysis, Flare Blitz because of the chance to burn, Meteor Mash has the 20% chance to raise attack, and Ice Crash with the flinch. Life Orb also loses its 1/10 of max HP, which is really helpful. But with this, I just decided to go with a Jolly Regigigas, just so I could get a little bit of extra speed into it, since I don't really think that the attack is going to be all that necessary. But with that being said, let's now be able to actually go dive into a battle. Shouldn't take too long to queue. Alright, so with this set, gonna likely be a sturdy Shedinja, which unfortunately we don't have anything to give status. Unfortunately, we could go for the Sacred Fire Burn, and then Deoxys Defense is probably gonna set up all the hazards. So probably just start. Okay, so he's gonna start with Shedinja instead. So we can just Whirlwind. Oh, so it's probably Toxic Heal. Yeah, it is Toxic Poison Heal. Just keep Shadow Balling it down. We are gonna out-damage it. Which he's wasting his turn using Toxic, since we do have the Magic Guard. We're also immune to Leech Seed, which is nice. Oh yeah, so it is sturdy Shedinja. I really do not know what to do here. It was just Ice Shard, so I guess Defog. So why not, I guess? Ensure that we can hit Sacred Fire. Just keep Whirlwinding, honestly. Oh. So he'll forfeit, just because he knows that he can't beat me. So it wasn't too interesting of a battle, so I guess we could always go into another one, because honestly, I feel like this team does have a lot of interesting aspects to it. So here's another one. The slacking is a little interesting, since honestly, everything that slacking has, Regigigas does better. The only thing that it is worse in than slacking is special attack. And that's because Regigigas's special attack is actually kind of moved into his HP stat. So we're gonna just go with our initial set. He's gonna hit us first 100%, so it's likely we might go down. That was unfortunate. Click Quiver Dance and laugh. Okay, so it's gonna be Guts, which is a little scary. So we either go for Quiver Dance again, or go for Spacial Rend. Which I think I'm gonna go for Quiver Dance. Yeah, so he's gonna take us out, which is unfortunate. Go Giratina and he can't hit me. Never mind, he very much can't hit me. Yeah, this is kind of a losing effort at this point. Okay, so I finally took out the slacking. Oh, went for Judgment, didn't get the KO off of that, but he did get the damage done. Tail Glow with Unaware. Why would he use Unaware if he's running Tail Glow? Unaware, this Pokemon ignores other Pokemon's stat stages when taking or doing damage. So would that not count towards... That was an unfortunate play. So I think we start with Ho-Oh again. A lot of Deoxys attack. Probably because there's not many multi-hitting moves that are decent in BDSP. Mostly just the standard ones that have existed for a long time that Cloyster uses. Oh, yeah, well. Oh, we don't have an electric, ground type. So we're just gonna lose Ho-Oh. Giratina is probably our best bet here. And just Whirlwind. Oh, well, Whirlwind. We just Whirlwind and Deoxys right back in. I can just drop it, I guess. So Mewtwo's back in. Just continue with another Shadow Ball. And then we're gonna go down, so. I guess. Doesn't matter what we click. Ah. 394 for speed. I have nothing that outspeeds Mewtwo. There's Palkia and Quiver Dance and hope to God that we last. Okay, so he's gonna Regigigas. Okay, so we do survive and we should take him out, yep. It's Toxic Heal too, which is kinda weird. Yeah, extreme speed. We're gonna do the same thing with Magnezone, I guess. Never mind. Go into Flare Blitz and hope that we can just take it out with power. Yeah, no. Extreme Speed, Gunk Shot, Shadow Force, and Sacred Fire. I guess, as I say, he's gonna use Extreme Speed, we might as well use it too. We're going to need to one-shot everything. We're living on a hope and a prayer right now with this. Come on. So I guess thankfully he doesn't have Regigigas or Arceus because he probably would have just switched into one of those two. The only thing I can think of is that he honestly Groudon should live. So I think it's game. Unless he just said yeah. That was really unfortunate. That was really close. We would have one shot everything else. So with Shadow Force, it would have been our game. And Groudon went down. It was 100% going to be a damage roll. But with that being said, that is the time that I have for this. I kind of wanted to just showcase a more interesting form of Pokemon like battling, and that is like these balanced Hackmons that are actually really interesting to check out because there's so much creativity that goes into the teams. And I do want to check out to like show off a few other things. I mean, like look at all these modes that are available. We could go through randomized games. There's doubles of Gen 7 and Gen 8, as well as Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl doubles, as well as overused Ubers and underused. There's past generations that have OU. There's the retro other metagames, which also has balanced Hackmons, and pure Hackmons, which is one of the most god awful things on the planet. If you know how if you think balanced Hackmons is a chaotic mess, pure Hackmons is even worse because abilities such as Moody and uh, literally anything that you could possibly think of, any of the banned abilities that would be even too overpowered for uh, balanced Hackmons is allowed. And with it being generation, I believe it was 6, you have stuff like Mega Ray, that is too overpowered even for Ubers, that is allowed in it with whatever moves and abilities you want to give it. So there's a lot to it, but I would be more than willing to check it out. But that is all I have for this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.